What is glass?
Yeah, that's a pretty broad question.
Can you just tell us exactly how to make the glass so that the secret's out?
Sure, you take silica sand and lime and soda ash, and you put secret sauce in it, right? And you melt it for 16 hours, and there it is.
Let's see how outrageous it can get.
I'm gonna try a technique that I've never ever done before. Scrap clears an artist's best friend. Your second best friend is just random chance.
The aha moment was, oh, the funky glass is actually more interesting than trying to make it look perfect.
Most of the equipment here is hand-built by Dan, the owner.
It was way over our head to do what they were asking us to do, but we just said, oh yeah, of course we can do that.
This process is never linear, it's never super smooth. It's always kind of full of struggle.
Do you want someone to help you? You want to get your wife?
Do you want to get your wife to help you film?
The beautiful thing about fusing is you're not relegated to what you hope you can find, you're relegated to what you can create.
Welcome to the house of sand and fire. How's that? You like that?
That's good, that's good.
Can we call your house that?
Well, it's been called a lot of things.
Really? What is it? What
that's
do you
not one of
normally
them.
call it?
Laboratory for living with glass is kind of
Laboratory
good.
for living?
That laboratory for living with glass
Lavatory? This is an amazing thing. Where does this come from?
comes from an artist, where they all
Okay.
come from.
Yeah.
Her name is Emily Endo.
I still can't wrap my head around all of the different techniques that are happening with glass. I mean, are these dead birds glass too? No. Are they really?
That's the chihuly that used to be in the entry room, the dining room. This is June Kaneko. It's called African Reflections. It showed in the Portland Japanese Gardens.
And then bam, there's that blue and that mystery man. Who did it?
Narcissus. Who?
Damn it,
Who is that man?
He's the greatest. He's the greatest of all time, in my opinion. The truth is that he is the only artistic mentor that I've really ever had. He unlocked for me what was possible in glass as a painter. What's up, Tim?
How you doing, Tim?
Good to meet you, man.
Yeah, for sure.
How long have you been here for?
I've been here for 23 years.
What is your role now? What is your title?
I am officially the hot floor production manager.
All right, this is Todd. Todd,
Hey.
so how long have you been working here?
I've been here for a dozen years. They handed me a shovel the first day and I loved it. I kept coming back.
All right, just make sure you clear that post. Now you have to turn opposite direction. Turn the opposite direction. Now turn my way. Keep walking backwards. Come back. Now lift the handle up.
I'm shaking, man.
It's funky as hell, right?
Thanks for humoring me, man. Okay, cool. Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
I'm shaking, man.
Are you?
I'm nervous. I didn't know I was doing all this stuff.
There we go.
Woo!
Yeah, hot stringer. Oh, there we go, that's good. Oh, flip it up. There we go. Ow, hot.
Damn, my arm.
That's all right. I've seen worse.
We can sell that. That's not easy, man. That's not easy. Look at that. See how red that is? Dude, look at that. I'm burned. I got burned. Look at that. I thought I was just on the casting floor. I burned myself. I think I got a little burned right here. Yeah, I'm burned. Did I show you that already?
A talented group of craftsmen in Portland, Oregon recently built a unique sort of factory. A refactory that makes stained glass from recycled bottles.
I started the company with Ray Algren and Boyce Lindstrom in 1974 in a little backyard of a small house on Bush Street. Ray and I were classmates back at the University of Wisconsin. We came out here, set up a studio.
We were going to continue to blow glass because that was really, I think, both our passions. It was mine.
We ran into Boyce, and he talked us into starting a company to make stained glass.
We had no vehicle.
Yeah, right.
And Boyce bought a brand new Mazda truck. That
Pickup
was it.
truck.
A pickup truck.
As a bribe.
As
And
a
it worked.
bribe. It worked.
We were, okay, yeah, we'll do it. You know, the know-it-all attitude of a glass blower, I'm great. I can blow glass, I can do anything. So we were arrogant enough to think that we could do it, right? And we started out by rolling a sheet of glass. We didn't even have an oven to put it in, right? So we're throwing it back and forth with asbestos gloves on, wondering, you know, what do you do with it now, right? Had we, I think, gone and looked at what's involved in making sheet glass, we would have been overwhelmed and would have never done it.
It's a thing that I love about kiln forming is that you can just take it so far as the artist, and then the material does the rest. And it's your understanding how the material is going to behave that allows you to predict. You have experience with that.
I have, and I'm always walking that line too. Don't fight the glass, you'll lose. I love you. Be good, okay? Hi, hey, hi. Welcome to my studio. I hate this. Put it around the amber so that I get a little speckleooski here. Hey Alexa, next song. I want to pull back the veil and show people what I'm doing. So I'm going to start my design here. I've got a blank canvas on Photoshop, and I am going to do a portrait of my friend Busbee. He passed away last year, and I thought it would be great to do a tribute to him.
Hold on, that's a good question. Is Photoshop paying you?
Can we get that to happen? Somebody's got to pay me. Okay, here we go. Just watch, just look what I'm doing and do something like that. This is uncharted territory for me right now. Oh my God. That's a cold one, man. I want to talk about Ted because Ted is kind of the man when it comes to like what I've learned about glass and how he's given me such a technical backbone and support.
Ted came to us. He was a challenge. I had a technician in the research and education department, and he was so good. I said, don't you have a friend or something that's as good as you are? And he said, yeah, I know this guy, Ted Sawyer. He's amazing, but he's too good. He wouldn't work for you.
Wow.
So there was the challenge.
Woke up this morning, smiled at the rising sun. Hi, Ted. How's it going?
Great. How are you?
Is this a pretty typical ride for you on a daily basis?
I mean, this is me.
This is it?
This is my route.
Okay. We're all enjoying our time together as we drive the streets of Portland. It's Vitreonics. It's what we're doing. You never know what you're gonna get. It's like a box of chocolates. And every piece of chocolate has glass in it. I was hoping we could do some TikTok videos.
I don't.
Do you know Renegade? What's that?
It's your favorite, Tim.
You making tofu?
I am.
For the kids? Is that for the kids? Do we eat tofu? Are we eating tofu? You have a very quick mind when it comes to seeing a problem, figuring out all the steps to solve the problem, and then laying them all out very carefully and methodically. It's like your mind works like you're like the guy from, what's that movie? What's that movie?
What movie?
Beautiful Mind?
Yes. Yes, Russell Wilson. Russell Crowe, Beautiful Mind. He's like, he sees things and he can figure everything out like in a second.
My God, I've made so many bad mistakes.
Like what?
Like one of the first things I did at Bullseye was
Okay, here you go.
I blew up a kiln. I'm like not very reliable with that sort of stuff.
Those are mistakes, Ted. Those are not, I'm not saying you're perfect. I'm saying that you're very well suited to what you do.
Okay, put it in your mouth already.
I'm fine with it, yeah. It's
Not
actually,
just
thank you very much. It's a nice, beautiful day in Los Angeles, man. So we got our public library here in South Pasadena. I did a cool little glass piece honoring Ray Bradbury. It's a good example of some of the ways that images can be made in glass, because there's a lot of variety here. And it's the same technique that we're going to be using in the class. We're doing the first Tim Carey studio collaboration with a sculptor and a welder. See where this pole is? We're going to put some beautiful glass birds, green South Pasadena parrots. It's my sculpture. See? Piece of cake. Oh, whoa! That was fucking scary right there. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Orange.
Orange who?
What's the deal with orange? Why can't you fire it more than 2 or 3 times before it gets all funky and opaque and everything? I would really love to include orange in them, but I can't, because I know that once I do that, I probably only got one more firing before it's either going to opacify.
Yeah, I think we can fix that.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, we're solving problems here.
Yeah.
1215. It's a gold.
1215 pink.
Gold
I
pink,
love that
right,
color.
exactly.
Beautiful color.
First of all, we use gold, which is one of the things that blew me away when I first started working. It was like, actual gold? He's like, yeah, gold. It's dissolved in an acid solution.
Okay.
First, we mix the gold into the sand and the lead mix, and then we spin it for about half an hour.
They're all spinning gold and
They're
lead right now?
spinning gold, lead, and sand.
Need to grab my special potato tube. That's it right there. All right, let's go for a walk.
No, I still don't believe him.
So a potato is a way of adding some carbon to our gold glasses to keep that gold in solution, so the gold doesn't fall out and sit on the bottom of the tank.
Todd, are you okay with this? He's gonna put a potato in your glass.
That's my fucking lunch.
Dude.
This would normally be about 2,500 degrees, and you'd get a much more violent reaction. You can see it still kind of does like bubble where the potato's sitting. Cooked on the outside, still completely raw on the inside.
I have seen it all. That's my lovely wife. Let's lift.
Watch the beer.
Yep. Watch that. Oh my God, I just noticed how incredibly beautiful you are.
Shut the f up, go. Shut the fuck up.
You take my breath away.
Get the, shut up. You can't propose again.
Right there. Well, I have to wait. There's nothing I can do for the next 36 hours.
Hang on now. Hang on now. Hang on now. Okay, you got your groove going?
No, it's, fuck. This is like one of those moments where you're like, there's nothing that could go wrong. It was just a paint firing.
I literally keep feeling that in my head.
Did you see that?
No.
Want to see?
Yeah.
Crazy crap is going to happen. You can look at it and go, oh my God, we're torpedoed. And it's like, yeah, you're torpedoed. And you need to like have your grief and deal with that, but you also need to start like looking around and saying, what now?
I could break that little piece off.
You could, and I could break your finger off too.
I could do that, and I'm not going to.
For me, it's tied to a very personal time when the factory was struggling to survive something that came to be known in Portland as the air scare. we were prevented from making a lot of glasses. To take my feelings about the color red that we weren't allowed to make and to ask an artist to make something over the mantle that was red. And Kate Clements came through, and to me, it's even more about the shadows than the actual material. And that's the beauty of glass, is that it's not just what you get, it's what's on the other side of it, or what's reflecting back at it.
Why do you think you guys are still standing?
Well, because we weren't afraid to lose everything we had. We didn't care if the end result was we lose everything, right? We were going to fight to the end.
No bubbles. Just tell me. You read my eyes. No bubbles?
I don't know.
This is not funny either. So no jokes.
I'm not joking. I don't know.
Any bubbles? Are there major bubbles?
I don't see any big bubbles.
Are there any cracks?
There's no cracks.
Does it look amazing?
That looks amazing.
Really?
Yeah, well, from what I can see, it looks amazing.
I usually make her read my blood test results too, because I'm afraid to look.
I love this concept that you've come up with, doing portraits with broken pieces of glass.
Yeah.
I mean, who would have figured that you could actually pull that off?
Thanks, Dan. Thank you. Well, it's beyond an honor to be able to do anything for you guys. See, I think that goes back to our little mountain of brilliance, because we start here and you go down that path, and I go down the path where instead of the art being like science, it's more like lovemaking, where you're not recording everything that you're doing, but you remember how it felt, and you're using your instincts and your intuition so that the next time around, we're opening the kiln now, and we're gonna see if our little figurine turned into mush. Please. Ah! No, I'm just kidding. It's fine. I did it. When I say we, I mean me and the kiln.
You understand why I come back. It's that moment. You know, this is like Michael Jordan hitting that buzzer beater.
It's a rush, man.
Every sheet.
We make beautiful art glass that's going to be here for thousands of years. That big window you made, I'm so proud of being part of that just because of the longevity of all of that. It's like, oh, my body does hurt, but I don't want to do something else. I love going in that furnace and out of that furnace every day. And
You know, no matter how much you think you know, there's so much in front of you.
I don't even like roller coasters or anything like that, but the thrill of the search for a beautiful art piece in a pile of glass is something that's totally got me hooked.